Alright, let's make a quick video on some advanced tips for Windranger. Just go to Heroes, type in Windranger, open her up in demo. I'm going to show you a few walkthrough tips on some advanced play for her, and go over some of the basics, obviously, just for her skills and maybe how to execute on some of them.
At your service.
So we're just going to go ahead and do free spells and level to max. And if we walk her out here, I'll go ahead and
for battle.
Spawn an enemy as well.
I'm way ahead.
And level it up. So there's a couple of different ways to play her. You know, you can use her wind run for avoiding
I run like the wind.
an enemy to get away. She's also at 100% evasion during that period of time. But you can also use it aggressively. If you also notice it has enemies slow, so when you walk near an enemy, you can wind run on top of them if they're in a vulnerable position, and that slows them. Plus makes you faster to get toward them, so now they're slowed as well. Of course, power shot's pretty straightforward. The fewer targets it hits, the more damage it does. And then shackle shot is one of the stranger ones. Harder to land. If you hit her, if you hit your enemy, it only stuns for like a second. But if you hit your enemy in a position where it can link to a tree, which he's not close enough to link to a tree. See if I can spawn an enemy a little bit closer. There.
As the arrow flies.
If you link to a tree, it stuns for a lot longer.
I'm way ahead.
Also, if you link two heroes together, you can get the same effect.
I gust onward.
So you get a lot more stuns if you're skilled at using the ability. Force Staff is a great pickup. I normally always go Phase Boots first. Force Staff maybe second. And that can help you to both, if you double tap your ability that you have it key bound to, if you tap that twice, it'll use it on yourself. So that can help to put you into position to use your ability.
Already moving.
Or it can help to get you away, obviously, from your enemy. So it's a good pickup for both engaging and disengaging an enemy. I like it for both. Some people will, instead of going that, they'll go for Blink Dagger. And Blink Dagger is a lot better for getting you into position. For a good shackle shot, for example. What it's not as good for is avoiding a target, because once you get hit by that,
of course.
Let's see, once he changes his target to me, which I don't think he's gonna do. Anyway, once you take damage, Blink Dagger goes on cooldown, so you can't really use it to avoid and get out of combat as easily. So I personally prefer Force Staff, so we'll sell that and pick it back up. Another common pick is Aghanim Scepter. As you can see here, the focus fire reduces the cooldown, decreases the damage reduction, and it removes penalty from unique attack modifiers, which means when you pick up an item like that, in addition to the Monkey King bar, it has a unique attack modifier, which, like True Strike here, and the Mini Bash. So it prevents your attacks from missing, and it also grants each attack a chance to deal bonus damage while dealing a mini stun. Important to note that the passive Mini Bash goes through spell immunity. So items like the Black King bar, which give heroes the avatar look, when you use that, you can't land things like Shackle Shot. You can't use Shackle Shot on someone that's Black King barred. But you can use Monkey King bar to stun them through it. So with just these 4 items, you can do pretty. This is a max level axe, one of the highest armor heroes in the game. And I can do some pretty, pretty insane damage just with these couple abilities, or a couple items. So even though, I mean, he's got max armor, you can take him out pretty quick. So even with just these 4 items, you're very effective. But another good item, depending on who you're up against, it might be Lincoln Sphere, more of a defensive item. If someone was to use Shackle Shot on me, Lincoln Sphere would automatically block that. one time for a 13-second cooldown. Unlike Black King Bar that has to be activated, you can use it to give you a lot of stats and regen, so tons of attributes and regeneration, but also that avoidance of one likely very important skill that you can avoid just thanks to the uptime on it, and the it's not necessary to actually activate, which is kind of nice, very nice. And it does come with lots of stats, unlike Black King Bar. It doesn't give you very good stats, especially for this hero. The other nice item I like to pick up is if you're doing really, really hot, Daedalus. So a lot of damage, gives you crit chance, which you don't normally have by default, and it gives you 220% to your crits. So this would be my ideal pickup if I was 6-slotted on this hero. So you can mini stun, and you see the crit damage there, 600. Hope that helps. Helps you get into some like really good abilities, and Aghanim Scepter is very important on this hero. I'd say it's one of the necessary items. You can see how with free spells turned off, you'll see the cooldown here. It's only 15 seconds, which makes it really a great pickup. So hope that helps. See you next time.